How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed this morning. I know you got a good word because we waiting. We need it.
Oh, bless you, Rickey Smiley. I appreciate you, man. We need it because every now and then in life, we find ourselves in circumstances that are confusing, and we need direction. We need answers. We need God to speak. And so I thought about the fact that oftentimes a pilot testifies that once you're in the air, in the plane, and you find yourselves in the clouds, you really don't know where you are. That's what pilots say. They're driving the plane, and now they're in the midst of clouds, and they see nothing around them but clouds. And as a consequence, those clouds cause them to not know where they are, but they testify that they're able to make it in the midst of the clouds because, number one, they trust the instruments. Number two, they know how to read the instruments. And number three, they stay in contact with the control tower. And that's the word I give to everyone today. And that is, if you find yourself in clouds of confusion, wondering, what do I do next? How am I going to make it? Number one, make sure that you know how to trust the instruments. The instruments, what is that? That's simply God's word that speaks to you and says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge God. God will direct your pathway. Trust the instruments of God revealing to you at just the right time through the right person or through the right message, exactly what it is that God is saying to you, and then stay in contact with the control tower. You do that through prayer. You do that as you praise Almighty God. And so when you find yourself in situations where you don't know what to do, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Trust the instruments. Stay in God's word. What do you do when you don't know what to do? Pray. Stay in contact with the control tower, and you'll discover that God will order your steps in God's word.
Yes,
God will order your steps and order your stops. So stay in touch with the control tower and trust the instruments.
Oh, man, that's a good word, Pastor Haynes. I'm a boater, and sometimes, man, you get out there, you don't have no visibility.
Yeah.
You can't see anything.
Yeah.
And you have to look
Real
down
talk.
at that screen and put that and make sure that you're going in the right direction so you won't get lost at sea. So trust me on that one.
Come on, preach, man. Preach.
I know, yes, sir. You got to trust the instrument. You know, when the pilots take off in the planes, a lot of times if you got low cloud coverage, when that pilot take off, he can't see anything, and they're paying attention to those instruments. And you got to trust those instruments. Put that baby on autopilot and sit back and trust the process. That's a good word there.
It is, man. Trust the process.
Man. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's get into some music right here. Rickey Smiley.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Time right now is 11 minutes after the hour. Got your front page brought to you by
Indeed. Need to hire great candidates? You need Indeed, the all-in-one platform for interviewing, screening, and hiring high-quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news, and I have some election results. So, Virginia voters elected newcomer Republican Glenn Youngkin to lead the state as governor. Youngkin won 51% of the votes. Meanwhile, the governor's race in New Jersey, which is normally a blue state, is still too close to call. Now, New York City elected its second black mayor, former police officer and Democrat Eric Adams. Boston has elected its first Asian American mayor, and Francis Suarez won his mayoral race by a landslide in Miami. Now, the 34-year-old Justin Bibb became the second youngest mayor in the city of Cleveland, and Atlanta's mayor's race will head to a runoff. Now, in other news, yesterday, the CDC did approve Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for children ages 5 to 11, and Facebook announced that it will reduce its use of facial recognition software to identify people in pictures on their site. And last but not least, in an update, Reverend Jesse Jackson has been released from the hospital after a fall on Monday at Howard University. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningshow.com. Rock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Man, let's start off with some good news, man. Atlanta Braves, World Series champions, baby. They defeat the Houston Astros 7-0 to win their first World Series since 1995. Jorge Soler named Series MVP. He had 3 home runs in the World Series. What makes this so awesome for the Braves is because they had so many injuries throughout the year. A lot of people started counting them out when some of their key players was going down injured, and they just kept, hey, next man up, next man up, next man up. Now they are World Series champions. Well, got some bad news, though. Las Vegas Raiders released their young wide receiver Henry Ruggs III following his involvement in a vehicle crash yesterday that left a woman dead. He faces felony charges of driving under the influence of alcohol, reckless driving. If he's convicted, positive sentence of 2 to 20 years in prison. The crash is still being investigated, so they're asking people just to kind of, tap the brakes and, first of all, pray for the family of the young lady who lost her life. And Ruggs, you knew Ruggs, don't you? Rick?
Yeah, personally. Great kid, very respectful. I had an opportunity to speak down there at the university a couple of times. And, he was just always showed up to stuff and was just really nice, man. I really hate that. And I hate it for the family. That's why these players, man, that's the whole purpose of going down. And I had that conversation when I spoke at the university, about stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was one that seemed to be taking it all in when I was speaking, I really hated it. Bothered me all day yesterday, just the whole entire situation.
Yeah, I was sad. We're going to continue to follow and keep everybody up to speed on that. Gary, what you got there, pimpin'?
All right, they calling it boss moves, honey. Miss Tamar Braxton, y'all know they're saying that Tamar Braxton purportedly, y'all, is working on building a real estate portfolio as powerful as her vocals. Now, they're saying the Love and War singer shared an exciting update recently, y'all, when she revealed that the ink was drying on her first real estate investment project, a plot of land, y'all, indeterminate size located, honey, around Atlanta. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the former reality TV star said that she will develop the land into a multi-million-dollar gated community, complete with a nature walking trail, fishing pond, basketball court, pool, and they said even more. She said, quote, "Today I closed on my first real estate investment project in Atlanta." She said, "It's a $10 million subdivision project, and I'm super excited about it." She wrote on her Instagram. She said, "We displayed an aerial shot of already developed subdivision. Now, it's a small, upscale, private gated community that will have a nature walking trail and all that other stuff, like I said earlier." Now, they're saying, y'all, that the homes will start in the low, y'all, $1 million, and are located 15 minutes, y'all, from Buckhead. Now, people are excited about it. They say people, honey, are scraping up their change, honey, to move in this neighborhood. Now, one person on social media star T.S. Madison said, "Ooh, let me see the floor plans for the house, honey." She said, "Because I can't wait." She said, "I might want to grab me one while they can be grabbed, y'all." So if y'all got some extra change, honey, you want to live in Tamar Braxton's gated community, and it's starting in the low millions, honey, get you some land now while you can. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Midnight Onyx. On the high end, you say Midnight Onyx, and on the low end, just say beautiful
Midnight
black.
at the Oasis.
What was that other part? Tell your... I never did know.
I don't know the word, but I love that song. My mom used to play it all the time.
Yep, I remember it as a child. All right, Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Tiana Taylor say it wasn't her party and she ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm going to tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. This segment's being brought to you by Ford Motors. That's right, y'all. The 2021 Time Joiner Fantastic Voyage is proudly sponsored by Ford. So check out our new line of vehicles at Ford.com, including the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. Built wild, built Ford proud. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, the other day we heard reports about Tiana Taylor's party that she had hosted. Well, y'all, she said it was not her and that she wasn't hosting a party at Los Angeles Sunset Room that was interrupted by a robbery outside this past weekend. According to the Shade Room, a source said that Tiana was actually hired by a promoter to do a walkthrough at an event and that she was not responsible for the actual party. That's funny because we just talked about that. You could be 2 feet away from something.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a celebrity and something happened. They're going to throw your name into it.
Lies and manipulation that come with this business.
Yes.
Flat out, bold-faced lie.
That's right. So she let y'all know. I think I want to
know what happened.
When you say you really make us want to know. Go on, tell it.
Tell us, Ricky. You know
no. I did an event one time, and I took a picture with Lisa Wu on the red carpet, and just to show you the mindset sometimes of people. Yep. And I was like, the next thing you know, it's in the blogs the next day. You know, I'm friends with Keith Sweat. That's not my girl. I took pictures with everybody on the red carpet that night.
Right.
But publicist is going to say, well, that's a good look. At least they talk. I'm like, that is a lie. Okay. Ain't no such thing as a good look if it's a lie.
Right.
I don't need to be validated by no chick in Atlanta. No woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be validated being with her. I mean, she's nice and I like her and I love her. She's like my sister. Yeah, but no, you ain't finna put us together when we're not in a relationship. It's a lie.
When they do that. Yep.
They're trying to hype me up and make me think that lie is okay just to have me in the blogs. No, it's not okay.
It's not. I totally understand. Well, last but not least, y'all, let's send our prayers and condolences out to the family of Ronnie Wilson, the founder of the R&B and funk band, the Gap Band, has reportedly passed away at the age of 73. According to TMZ, the older brother of Charlie Wilson passed on Tuesday at his home in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The legendary singer passed away peacefully with his wife holding his hand as he transitioned. His wife, Linda Bower Wilson, said Ronnie suffered a stroke last week, which put him into a coma, and he never recovered. She released a statement on Facebook, which said, "The love of my life was called home this morning at 10:01 a.m. Please continue to pray for the Wilson, Bower, and Collins family while we mourn his passing." So we sending tight hugs and prayers and condolences out to all of their families, because the Gap Band is one of the groups that started it all. You can play a Gap Band song today and still groove to it. And Charlie Wilson, they all still doing their thing. So, you know, we praying for them. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU. And want y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. Rock T's at who we repping today?
Talladega College, baby. That's what we got. Let's go get it, man. HBCU up next at the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
They know. And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU know.
Chickity check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. What up, man? Rock Teasy for Sheezy back in the house for another HBC. We gonna always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Let's get on back down to Talladega, Alabama. Home of Talladega College, established in 1867, which, by the way, is Alabama's oldest HBCU. Home of the Crimson and Blue Tornadoes. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students. Miss Lynn Carroll Finney, an American poet, professor of English at the University of Kentucky for 20 years. In 2013, she accepted the chair position in Southern Letters and Literature at the University of South Carolina. She's an author of 4 books of poetry and a short story cycle. And by the way, she won the 2011 National Book Award for Head Off and Split. She's an advocate for social justice and cultural preservation. She also practiced an artistic career as a photographer. Do I need to stop right there? Of course not. She received a PEN American Open Book Award. If y'all don't know about that, that's a big deal. Hall of Fame for writers of African descent. She also received her honorary doctorate of humanities. Woo! I'll stop right there. Miss Lynn Carroll Finney, another proud HBCU alum of Talladega College. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU know.
Hey, man, appreciate that, Rock Teasy. Dr. Colley, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. It is my pleasure to bring to you your coronavirus update for today. Ricky, we have reached a milestone now finally in this pandemic as the CDC gave the go-ahead for vaccinations in children ages 5 to 11, and they can start today. So the CDC signed off on it after the FDA recommendation was given earlier. And so now we have 28 million children who are eligible for shots. And the government, the United States, has already purchased those doses and say we are ready to start to give those vaccinations out to people. It's going to be a little problem with rollout, though, Ricky. I think, again, they're emphasizing children getting these injections at pharmacies and private doctors' offices, particularly pediatricians. They have to have the ability to carry and store the Pfizer vaccine. Plus, a child getting a shot is more, it requires a little more planning. They have to take the child out of school. They have to take them to the doctor's office, have an appointment. Right. So, it's going to be available. We want children to adapt this with some enthusiasm. We want parents to do so as well. So the logistics, I think, is going to slow down. So I don't think it's going to be a lot of people getting the shots today. But I think as people start to realize they can get it, they're going to do it. And hopefully we'll have these children vaccinated before the holiday season is completed, and definitely by the start of school again in January. And this is important, Ricky, because we are now in the throes of a new Delta variant. It's called the AY.4.2, the AY.4.2, and they are referring to it as Delta Plus. It's been seen in Britain, and it's also been seen in the United States, and it seems to be more transmissible than the original Delta variant. So overall, health experts describe Delta as the most fit variant of the coronavirus. And by that, they mean this. As a virus spreads and it continues to mutate, it usually gets weaker because of its ability to replicate. And many will ultimately end up having no effect at all. But a small number, mutate and become super viruses. And that's what seems to be happening with this Delta variant. So it's very important that we get it out there and make it available for people to get it now before it becomes a problem.
Right.
So that's where we are, Ricky.
All right, let's go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Yeah, because I want to know what happened to the pill. I mean, really, we got all this stuff that's going on. Where is the pill? He said he's going to do this pill. People don't want to take the needle. So what happened to the pill? We've been going through this for a whole year now. So what is the pill, Dr. Collier? Tell me where is the pill.
All right. We got the pill coming. The pill is going to be available to treat active disease. Our primary objective, of course, is to not get the coronavirus, so you don't need treatment. But if you have either a breakthrough infection because you have been vaccinated or you have not been vaccinated and you need to be treated, right now the pill is going to be a great part of our armamentarium. It's going to be a one pill twice daily for 5-day dosing, and it's going to be available relatively soon. It's still not gotten full FDA approval. They are applying for emergency use authorization just as the vaccines have been, and it is expected to be available in December or January.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
I can be reached on all social media at AskAsk Dr. MJ. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. I promise you I'll follow you back. And these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast or its production crew. Ricky, congratulations. Go Braves. They pulled it off last night.
Yes, sir.
You watched the game.
Yes, sir.
This morning.
Congratulations.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I want to hip you to the tea. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 6 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Brought to you by
U.S. Department of Health. Vaccines are highly effective in preventing hospitalizations and deaths, even from the Delta variant. If you've got questions about COVID vaccines, talk to a doctor because our kids are irreplaceable. We can do this together. Find vaccines near you at vaccines.gov. Gary, what up, Mike?
Good morning, Rocky. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Wendy Williams, honey. Wendy, they've been saying, she's been recuperating. She's been sick and going through a lot of stuff. But people are talking about it. They say, while Wendy is at home recuperating, according to reports, they're saying the ratings for the show have increased since Wendy Williams, y'all, has been on hiatus. Now they're saying, they say as a result of Wendy Williams' ongoing health concerns, the season 13 premiere of the talk show was delayed several times, y'all, and they said that the show returned on October the 8th without Williams and featured guest hosts like Baby Smith and Sherry Shepherd and Leah Remini and what have you. But it's being reported, y'all, that the ratings has increased by 33%.
Yes.
Yeah, they said ratings, 100 people are watching the Wendy Williams show, so I guess that's good that they want to keep her show on the air so they continue to watch.
Is that good? You know what I'm thinking, right?
I know.
Yep, I know what you're thinking.
Because if the ratings increase 33% and she's not on there and she have a lot of problems and issues and can't be there all the time and they paying her all that money, the question becomes, as an executive of a network, where was the ratings increased and should I get them instead of, I'm just saying, as a network executive, not coming from me.
Yeah. So that's what it seemed like, though. But but anyway, congratulations. I mean, I'm just
awkward.
Yeah, but congratulations to the show. So hopefully Wendy gets well and get back, because we love Wendy Williams and we definitely want to see her back on the small screen. So we're going to see how all this situation turns out. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Oh, Brad, you can comment on this. I know you got something to say. It's being reported out that Kelly Price, honey, she had time to address some rumors the other day. Now, they're saying that the singer posted a photo of herself and her wonderful husband, and she responded to comments without holding back. Now, she captioned the photo, "One down, forever to go. Happy us-anniversary, y'all. King us, queen kings," and all these emojis and what have you. Now, they were saying that many people, y'all, congratulated her under the post, and Kelly Price mentioned charity work that the couple did together. And she said, "Thank you, Chef Gigi. Cannot wait to speak to you so we can chat." She said, "It's not my fault that people don't know that he and I were doing charity work together long before the public knew who he was." And she also responded to another user, y'all, about other women taking her man before referring him as her husband in another comment. And Kelly wrote, "If they could grab him, honey, he was never mine. I'm confident." And it went on, and then she went on to talk about, they talked about the COVID-19 results, significant damage to her right and left lung, and she even died, y'all, honey, at one point. She explained, "At some point, they lost me." She said, "I woke up a couple of days later, and the first thing I remember is the team of doctors standing around me and asking me if I knew what year it was." She said, "I died." She said, "I remember waking up in the ICU and the doctor asking me if I knew what year it was." And she said, going into the hospital, she said, "I had actually had COVID for over a week, but my conditions were progressing in the wrong direction from home." And then some people saying, well, she was missing, she was MIA because of her husband. And Kelly responds, she said, "No, COVID was." She said, "This is the reason I didn't have to nurse myself back to health." And then she went on to talk about so many other things. And she said she's glad that people saying they were glad that she was healing. And they said that, "You let us down, Kelly, but we still love you." And Kelly responded, "Unfollow." Then another person commented, "Why are you letting this Negro spend all your money?" And Kelly responded, "Forget you. Worry about your own bank account. I got time today," unquote.
Ooh. Y'all better leave that lady alone about her personal business now. You can't tell nobody what they've been going through and what they have going in there. Man.
I just hate the fact that somebody would sit there and be that disrespectful to say anything like that to her. And somebody nice enough to allow you to be on their page, why can't you just be respectful, even if you felt that way? Man. And just because you can say something doesn't mean that you should say it. And that's the problem with this generation. Facts. Because it's no respect. You can't correct. You can't say anything. If you say anything, they say that they're being mistreated, or I can't believe that. It's no boundaries. It's no boundaries. You know, people just say what they want to you. And forget that you're a human being. I hire somebody to go on every week just to block people. Here's the keys to the car. Go in there, read all the comments. Anything that got a bad vibe to it, just block them. Yep. Period.
Yeah.
By the thousands. I probably got over 1 million blocked. Like,
me
seriously.
Too. Me too.
But aren't y'all supposed to respect your fans, though? These people are fans.
Those are not fans.
That's
the respect has to be reciprocated.
Those are not fans.
Exactly. It has to be reciprocated now.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's another form of manipulation they use. Yep. But I'm a fan. After they said something offensive and did something offensive, and then when you check them on it, then they say, "But I'm a fan." No, you're not. No. Because the real fan's not going to say anything disrespectful and put you in a position that you have to correct them in the first place.
That's right.
Well, just pray. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Midnight Onyx. On the high end, you say Midnight Onyx, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Black. Ricky, I googled the song. It's Midnight at the Oasis. Send your camel to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I love that song.
What that
Midnight at the Oasis.
Ricky, what does that mean?
I don't know about sending your camera to bed.
I'm like, where she got that part from?
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, party people. I got your wake-up calls. Y'all call me. Get at me. 866-9-RICKY. 866-9-RICKEY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Time for the wake-up calls. Get at me. 866-9-RICKY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Hey, this is Royal Clark calling by way of Gary, Indiana. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This Big Skeet, I want to wake up my cousin Marilyn and her new grandbaby. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Jotavia and Carter calling from the Chuck, Charleston, South Carolina. Calling to wake up my fiance Quintel and my mom. Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is Joshua from Atlanta. I want to wake up my grandma. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Venetia. I'm calling from Ocala, Florida, and I'm calling to wake up my mama, Angel. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hey, this is Marisa and Layla from Flint, Michigan. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Especially you, I told you.
What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know.
Let them know
Huntsville, wake up. Chattanooga, wake up. And Shreveport, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Where you at, Jackson? Wake up. Savannah, wake up. And Charleston, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad.
You're welcome, Ricky.
This segment's being brought to you by...
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah.
Good morning, Janie.
Good morning.
Congratulations to the Braves. Did you see the game last night?
Did I what?
See the baseball game?
No, I meant to say.
Yeah, the Braves won the Super Bowl.
World Series, Miss Jenkins. World Series.
Cereal. Cereal.
Series.
Ah. Janie.
Yeah.
I got the church announcement this morning. Govern yourselves.
Accordingly.
Govern yourselves.
Accordingly.
Now, to honor the Atlanta Braves winning the World Series, the motherboard will be holding a Hank Aaron lookalike contest. For all women over 60 who look like the home run king in the face. So if you know your mama or grandmama look like Hank Aaron, please submit 2 pictures of her in a Braves jersey to Sister Velma Waters by Friday. You know Velma Waters? Yeah, give her the pictures.
Oh, Lord.
Pray hard, pray hard, pray hard for Brother Marco Turner. You know Brother Marco Turner?
Yeah.
Who had just gave his life to the Lord. And got baptized last Sunday. And then on Tuesday got fired from his job for stealing packages, smoking reefer, and filling on female co-workers while working for the post office. So he gonna be getting baptized again this week since the first one didn't work. And Jada, they're gonna probably have to double dip him. Keep him down there for 5 or 10 minutes. Put some bleach and some washing powder in that baptismal pool. Homegoing service for Deacon Al Bigsby. You know Al Bigsby, Janie?
Yeah.
Yeah, the homegoing service for Deacon Al Bigsby is this Saturday. And he was only 47, but had been under a lot of stress. Working the drive-through at Checkers after he lost his law license last year for slapping a...
Whatever. How you losing?
He lost his law license last year for slapping a judge in court. Now, he was in good health, but he was missing one of his legs after a bowling accident back in 2013. And he was trying to get his orders out and had spent the round too fast on that fake leg and it snapped off. And he fell over face first into the hot French fry grease and fried his whole face off. So it would be a closed casket service, and immediately after the funeral, Checkers will be catering the repast. So a musty homegoing celebration. Janie, all right, Janie, thank you. That concludes our church announcement. I'll call you. Black Tony, what's up?
That I'm so emotional right now.
You not coming to work?
I'm so emotional right now.
Emotional?
I'm part of the Atlanta Braves organization. You know I couldn't come to work today. I'm still in Houston.
Wait a minute, what?
I'm still in Houston.
So you're a part of the Atlanta Braves organization?
I told you last week why I work for the Braves. I'm a bat boy.
He's a bat boy. That's right. He didn't tell me.
I don't remember you seeing him on the sideline.
I don't remember seeing you out there, Black Tony.
Yeah, well, we was watching. We didn't see you out there.
Yes, I was out there. I'm still emotional right now. Look, Shouter.
Where you at?
You got to understand everything. Shouter, I go back with the Braves. My first trap was right there by Turner Field where they used to play at.
Yeah.
When I first started trapping.
Oh, man. That's
First
deep.
time I got beat up by the police, it was right there. It was right there.
By the Braves Stadium?
Yeah, right by the Braves Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
And you never seen my grandmama.
Your grandmama?
You remember Oldie Nixon used to play for the Braves? My grandmama looked just like him in the face.
Yeah.
Yo, people used to call her Miss Otis.
Oh, man. So you got a lot of ties to the Braves.
Yo, I got a lot of ties to the Braves. I want to shout out to all the ATL folks. Gucci Mane, Pastor Troy, T.I.
Go ahead.
All the Gladys Knight, everybody shouted.
Gladys Knight.
So happy right now, Jermaine.
ATL stand up.
You know Ursha from Atlanta too.
Huh?
Ursha, he from Atlanta too.
Yeah. So I mean,
you know Ursha.
So why you didn't come to work though? I mean, I understand you out celebrating. We all.
I'm waiting on the team. I'm flying back on the team plane. We waiting for the team owner for Arthur Blank to send the plane to get us.
Why did the plane leave? I thought
I think they depart this morning, like later on this morning. So
he already back.
I'm waiting on Arthur Blank. He owned the Braves. He said he gonna send a plane for me.
Oh, he's sending you a private plane.
Yo.
What you listening to?
Welcome to Atlanta. yo, ATL.
Get set. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's be real. Let's be 100. Girl, the public don't deserve to see that bunny. So take it off or take a nap. Looking like you got on a silk hospital cap. No ma'am, no ma'am. I saw you turn it up with your bunny on. I said, damn. Now she know she wrong. Bunny every day, bunny every night. Bunny when she pray, bunny when she fight. I said, you wearing that bunny? She said, so is, because the humidity will give my edges the beards. Wet edges? Wet edges? I said, wet edges? Wet edges? Come on! Go, no edges, go, no edges, go! You gotta stop wearing that bunny. Come on! Let's go, have appointments, boy, let's go, make one.
What is?
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, y'all. A beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in the celebrity news, y'all. Janet Jackson. We haven't heard from Miss Janet in a while, y'all, and we got to pray because they're saying that Les Moonves is plotting to destroy Janet Jackson. Now, they're saying back in February, rumors were circulating, y'all, that disgraced former head of CBS, Les Moonves, y'all, was still on his mission to destroy Janet Jackson over that 2004 Super Bowl halftime show wardrobe malfunction that derailed Janet's career, y'all, for over a decade. Now they're saying, y'all, that the truth is about to be revealed. Now it's called Malfunction, the dressing down of Janet Jackson. A new documentary, y'all, from Hulu and FX will spotlight the vast difference, y'all, in consequences suffered by Janet Jackson versus Justin Timberlake and Les Moonves' role in it.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. By time.
Yep, they're saying the documentary is going to feature interviews with dancers and crew members from the Houston halftime show, as well as NFL and MTV executives. Malfunction, the dressing down of Janet Jackson, drops, y'all, November the 19th. So mark y'all calendars up. I didn't realize she was sitting down for 10 years, a whole decade, behind this Justin Timberlake madness.
He tried to destroy her.
And it was really over nothing.
Over nothing, yes. I mean, Janet didn't bother nobody, and it's just a sad thing. But
I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah. Oh, dang, bless her spirit.
What you think, Brad?
I hated it. I hated it. It was horrible. It was horrible because they didn't do nobody else like that. I hated it. And then Justin Timberlake did not speak up. That's what made me fall out with him. Like he's a great artist, but I don't support him like that no more because he did that to Janet, and Janet was like family. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Did he ever come out and make a statement trying to clear it up, or he just kind of?
No, I think years later, like recently, he might have said something.
Yeah, he kind of apologized a little bit.
But, more recently, though, but not when she was going through it. He was quiet as the church mouse.
Didn't they take a Grammy? They did a bunch of stuff like, it was horrible.
It was sad.
Yeah,
But they said at least the black community stood behind Janet, so that kept her going.
So
that was good that the black community kept her up. So congratulations. But we're going to see how this documentary turn out and what it's going to be about. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. They're saying that A$AP Rocky and Rihanna may have called it quits. Now they're saying, y'all, that last year, remember, they said honey Rihanna and rapper A$AP Rocky went public with their romance after years of keeping things between them and keeping it low key. But they're saying, some people said it looked like they may have broken up because guess what? Who did she dress up as for Halloween? People are talking about that. Gunna. They say, baby, she dressed up as Gunna, honey, and Gunna changed his Instagram to Rihanna dressed up as him. So now, if you got a rapper boyfriend and you dressing up as another rapper, is that a good look?
I don't know if it's something serious to look into like that. I mean, maybe that's one of her favorite artists. I don't know.
I mean, I dressed up as comedian George Wallace and won a Halloween contest.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Oh, he gonna kill me?
He sure is, honey, because somebody gonna call him and tell him.
You know it.
But some people saying they need more receipts behind that, y'all, but you know, it just may not be a good look, but we're going to follow that story. And they say they haven't been seen together for a couple of weeks. So, you know, if you're not seen together for a couple of weeks.
Lord.
Yeah, well, y'all need to be seen.
It'll be about 2 weeks. Once you get on that second week, that's when them feelings start cooling off a little bit. Them feelings start cooling off after about 2 weeks. You don't see? Oh, yeah, they start to just cool off. Not saying you lose, but they just start to cool off a little bit.
Just a cool off, honey.
You start looking around and start seeing a big old booty in the eclipse in the sun. All of a sudden, booty start eclipsing on the beach. And you eclipsing.
That too,
yeah, buddy.
It started. All right, in my final story, y'all, and we know, I hope this is not true, y'all, but it's being reported, y'all, that former Real Housewives of Atlanta star and castmate Cynthia Bailey, now they're reporting, y'all, that her new husband, Mr. Mike Hill, y'all, was accused of cheating by a woman who shared the receipts on Twitter. Now they say Mike said he denied those claims, flat out denied them, honey, but she's saying she got pictures of Mike in the nude and what have you, and Mike is not true. He did not do that. That is not him. Now Cynthia has as of yet to comment on the situation, which I'm not mad at her, but they say that's the craziest thing. But he got his lawyers in, and they're saying his lawyers made sure all that stuff was swept up and cleaned up, that she's not posting anything, you know, those pictures or whatever on social
She
media
don't have
ass up
nothing
now.
to post. She's just talking, and that's the problem. Somebody can come out the woodworks and say something horrible
anything.
about someone great with no receipts, and now we're believing their narrative and have to prove ourselves otherwise when there is no proof. There's absolutely no proof. She's
Do
a clout
not date
chaser.
nobody in Atlanta under the age of 60. Special case.
Tell him.
Special case. If she ain't in her
do it.
60, if you gonna do Atlanta, you better be good in her 60s, good and mature, and ain't on nothing like that.
Her driving license birthday better be 1962 or better.
My Lord. Well, Mike put it
Gary,
out
you
there.
know it wasn't real when the lady
If
said
she didn't
to-
grow up listening to Mike Roberts' morning show and Frank Ski.
Okay. Well, Mike said that he said that this is not true. He said and Cynthia doesn't believe it. She said because she knows what he looked like. So he's saying that. So that's definitely not him. And Cynthia knows it's not true. So, and but some people saying that might be her castmates doing that to destroy her life, honey, and make her look bad. So.
Gary, the person that posted it said, once you repost this over 100 times, I'll show receipts. And so if there is not enough proof to show that this is a clout chaser, she's just trying to get a story out. This isn't trying to help someone or save someone. This is a lie.
Well, we're going to pray, honey, because I know it's definitely the prayer warriors are definitely being solicited. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Midnight Onyx on the high end. On the low end, just say beautiful black. That's your color.
Yeah, you go to restaurant Houston's and take a picture with somebody. You in the blogs the next day.
Yes.
I was down in the building where we do the morning show at. I was downstairs having a meeting with the rapper Cash Out mom about having him on the show. Why I'm in the news the next day that I'm dating Cash Out's mom?
Yep.
I swear.
Man,
I walked,
ain't got nothing else to do. They
Man,
ain't
when I
got
tell
nothing
you,
else to do.
I walked around Atlanta for 10 years with a black sheet thrown over me with nobody. A black sheet. They thought I was from Afghanistan walking around that mug.
I can understand if you was rumor today Cash Out sister, but his mama.
Right.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, so here's what's trending. All right, so the stuff with Jay-Z, former business partner Damon Dash, has responded to the shout-out that he got from Jay-Z Saturday night doing his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction speech. Now, yeah.
I was going to say, Ricky, even though the two of them have been beefing for years, at one point in Jay-Z's speech, Jay-Z said, I know we don't see eye to eye, but I can never erase your accomplishments, and I appreciate you, and I thank you for that. And Jay-Z also thanked Kareem Biggs Burke. Wendy's was the third co-founder of the legendary rap label Rockefeller Records and its spin-off companies, including Rockaware. Now, after hearing Jay-Z offer what seems to be an olive branch, Dame now says it was beautiful. I'm glad he said it for the culture. We need to squash everything. We should not be divided. We have accomplished too much to be beefing. That is so dope.
Yeah, so now it's your turn. Is there somebody that's been in a disagreement, that you've been in a disagreement with for a while, and you are finally ready to squash the beef? So hit us up at 866-9-RICKY and tell us what happened. And if you are ready to extend an olive branch, you can do it right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So how do y'all feel about what Jay-Z and and Dame's response? And do you think that they'll get back together? Right to you in the hip hop.
Yeah, I think they will, because I believe Dame, for him to respond and say, you know what, you're right, we stronger together. I think they're gonna get it back into the lab and create something special to kind of relaunch something. They're gonna do. Jay-Z and Dame Dash is gonna create some kind of new business adventure. Remember, I said that.
Now, Brad, you've been around both. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's dope that Jay-Z even mentioned anything, because that's what made Dame be like, you know what, he took the time out of his busy life and day at this amazing event at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for his induction speech to say my name, and that was to me an olive branch. So I'm grateful that Dame accepted it and decided to just let all the stuff go, and they probably will do something together. They worked great together.
Oh yeah.
You was gonna say what, Gary?
I don't agree with that.
Why?
Because the thing is, Ricky, y'all, Damon Dash, honey, helped Jay-Z build that company just as much as Jay-Z did. He had no, he couldn't go around by not acknowledging Damon Dash because he was part of the company as well. So he had to acknowledge him. I don't think it was
he didn't have to acknowledge him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction speech. No, he did not.
But if he talked about building of Rockefeller, he had to acknowledge him because Damon Dash was part of Rockefeller.
He didn't have to do nothing.
Well, he
don't got to do nothing but stay black and die.
You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do nothing but pay taxes and die. That's what I was told.
Pay your taxes.
But he had to do that, and he did the right thing by acknowledging him. But as for the olive branch and stuff, if you're going to extend the olive branch, you need to call him up and tell him at his house or wherever
Gary.
tell him, we need to sit down and discuss this.
No,
that's
was
what
big
you need
enough.
to do.
That was big enough what he did.
Yeah, what you think, Eva?
I think it was beautiful what Jay-Z did. I agree with Brett that he did not have to do that. I think it was very classy and dignified of him to do it, but he didn't have to. And I think it was beautiful because despite how Dame might have felt or not felt, I believe that he always will have love for Jay-Z. And, if this year has taught us anything, time is short. Say your sorries and, give your flowers out while you can.
All right, let's go to the phone, see what y'all think. Even if it's not just about y'all, hit us up. Let us know 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Hit us up. Special K, what were your thoughts on Can You Forgive?
I really don't fall out with people, to be honest. Like, I can't stay mad for that long.
Yeah, right.
I don't. I mean, I don't have no beef with nobody. I don't fall out with nobody. But I think with Dame and Jay, it's just when you get to a certain point, man, you get over 50, your perspective on life changes.
Fell out
The
with
hell
me.
it don't.
Yeah.
The lies
I didn't
you
never
tell.
fall out with you.
Yes,
The lie.
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
yes, it did. No, yes, it
She
did.
fell out with me.
She
I
fell
ain't
out
fall out
with him.
with her. I didn't fall out with her.
Yeah, because you ain't had no choice, because I ain't fool with you.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, and I'm going to tell y'all this. Listen, that went on for about 2.5 years.
But it wasn't me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
it
blame
was.
her.
I wasn't
It was
mad at her. I wasn't mad at her.
No, I am saying you was mad at her.
Gary, you need to stay out of it because you don't know how I felt. For me talking about it was her. It was him actually that set it off from jump, and then I went off for how he treated me with one of his reactions.
I was like, never apologize though.
I was like, never again, because you don't get no second and third chance. I had just met you,
But we got off
and
on
you
the wrong
threw some
foot.
little shade. Wrong foot, my ass.
I didn't throw shade. I tried to say, look, if it was interpreted the wrong way, I tried to apologize.
Ain't no olive branch, baby.
It wasn't interpreted the wrong way. You done it the wrong way, and it turned me away. And I ain't care.
Brad came in mad with every damn body, and you know
But we love each other now, though.
We do love each other now. I ain't come in mad at everybody, Gary. You
yes, you
tried me
did.
when I first got there, too. That's what y'all do. Y'all try people to see how
Not
far
me.
y'all can push them. Not you, Ricky, but Gary for damn sure did.
Even have ever tried,
And
you never did.
I had to let him have it every day. Me and Gary was going at it because he wasn't going to try that slick mess with me.
Well, that day y'all almost got to fighting for real in the studio.
Wait a minute, Brett, was I off that day?
I think
no.
you was.
You
It
were
was just
there, Rick.
It was just me, Eva, Beyonce, Gary, and
Jesus.
Brett.
In the little room, Rick.
In the little
Wait a
bitty
minute.
closet.
Farted.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait a minute, Brett, you was finna get him.
Gary,
Oh, they
what
was-
did you say, Eve?
And Gary farted, but Brad was about to tag Gary. I was
I
in the
thought he
middle
was gonna
trying
have
to
to call
break
Let me
it.
tell you
airport
something.
security.
But what Brad failed to realize, Ricky, honey, I can transform, honey. Just like she thought she was a man and thought I was a woman. Well, baby, let me transform back.
I ain't never claimed to be a man. I ain't never claimed to be a man at all, ever. It's lace bras and panties all day over here. I ain't never claimed to be a man. But I will handle mine. You will not disrespect me. I will handle mine. I ain't never thought you was a
Release
woman. Not
the
with that
crack.
wide back you got. Don't do
if
that.
you buck, if you
I
buck.
ain't
about
never
Dame,
thought
hold
you
on.
was a woman.
Hold
I
on.
ain't never thought you was
Hold
a
on.
woman.
Gary, did you just
You
say
ain't
no?
pretty enough to be a woman. Or ladylike enough, or classy. Don't do that. Now, don't do that. Today is your day. You want it, you can get it today.
Oh, Brett,
What's up?
did Gary just say nuck if you buck?
I think that was a tease.
Gary, where you get that from, Gary?
Isn't that a song?
That was a
But
tease.
he don't like rappers, and he don't even know rap songs.
His version is slightly
now
different,
he trying
Rick.
to say something cool.
All right, let's go to the phones. 866-9. Ricky, good morning.
Yeah, I got some beef I want to squash. I want to extend the olive branch to my daughter's father. He didn't want to be a father, so he wanted to be an idiot. So I'll take care of him. No regrets. But I want to extend the olive branch to him all over his head.
No, I don't got no beef I want to squash. Just because he said he gave him his props don't mean he want to be back friends with him. He just saying he
he appreciate what he did for him. But the bridge is burnt. He got some binoculars looking over there and saying, I hope he do well. But I ain't fooling with that fool no more.
Beef with my auntie. It's a family issue, and I'm just ready to squash it.
I want to squash the beef with my older sister because I haven't spoken to her in 15 years because she's a drama queen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and sometimes when, I guess for me personally, I personally don't need an apology. I be cool with it. Because, I got a therapist, you understand? And I accept people and I meet people where they are. And whatever. And just because sometimes some of these apologies be convenience apologies and they're not genuine and sincere.
That's right.
So the thing, sometimes when people apologize to you, you might want to think about like, okay, I accept your apology, but that don't mean that our relationship is the same. And that don't mean I have to fool with you behind the apology. And what is in you to make you do what you did? That is in you. Right. So just because somebody apologized, that don't mean that their action is not still in them. Because see, you look stupid if they do it to you again. Woo. You don't resume back to normal just because somebody apologized. You accept the apology and move on. Whether they apologize or not, I done already moved on and got it out of my system. And I promise to God, and y'all know me on this morning show, we did a whole photo shoot one day. A whole Rickey Smiley morning show.
Oh my God.
Taking over for Tom Joyner photo shoot. And somebody was there that I wasn't comfortable being around. And when I'm not comfortable and you get under my skin and rub me the wrong way, I'm not even finna
he gonna shut the deuce.
I'm not even finna grace you with my presence.
You could have told us you wasn't coming though.
You didn't tell us. I said, where you going, Rick?
And we still ain't seen them pictures.
I'll walk in there and disappear through them damn walls. I'll blend in with the walls. You won't even see me. I'll ease out of there. So, but I go in the room. If I be in the room, man, I don't even say goodbye. I know how to ease out of it. I done climbed out of bathroom windows trying to get out of a ballroom. I don't put myself in a space with bad people and negative people and people that can lie and hurt and do things to set you up to ruin your career. I don't work too hard for mine. So to be in a room and stuff with all these little I pay attention to early sign. Once you show me, you ain't got to show me twice. I'm raised by old people. Okay. Ada Mae Armour, Maddie Ruth Smiley, and Ernest Smiley, and my great-grandparents taught me discernment and wisdom. I don't have to go to everything. All them red carpet events, I'll be like, I'm good. Nope, I'm good. It's just got the stars. The stars got to line up perfectly for me to attend anything because I know me and I know how people are, and I just don't set myself up so you won't have to ever apologize for anything because damn it, I ain't coming. All right, y'all.
I love you, Brad. I love Brad too. That's why I love Brad so much.
All right, y'all. I got Ricky's Quickies coming up. Y'all hit us up.
Lying apologies, right? That's a lie. The devil is a liar.
I got Ricky's Quickies.
I believe them. Ricky's Quickies coming up. When they show you who they are, you better believe them. First time shame on you, second time shame on me.
One more time for the people in the back, please.
When they show you who they are, believe it.
Come on, Gary. It is about that time for Ricky's Quickies. Let's go.
Quickies.
Safe driving, save 40%.
Quickies.
Ain't nobody like him. They find out the business right on time.
Quickies.
I just love Gary with the tea.
Quickies.
My dad over there, he told me to call this number when we get hungry, and a big red truck will go come spray our house with some milk.
Quickies.
Can you please tell Ricky that it's Crotch Rocket? It's not Crunch Rocket, please.
Quickies.
I love Ricky's Quickies.
Quickies.
Gary, your body built like an ostrich mixed with an emu.
Quickies.
77793.
Quickies.
Namyo Horengekyo. Namyo Horengekyo.
Quickies.
If I can keep one person, I'm just. I done did my job.
Quickies.
If I could get Brett to stop that Gary, I done did my job.
Quickies.
This is your boy, Maestro Pal. You don't have to do drugs.
Quickies.
I love you guys very much.
Quickies.
What did the owl say before we had a fight? I'll kick your behind.
Quickies.
Well, blow me down.
Quickies. Quickies.
Man code violation. And no other grown man got no business calling another grown man
That's okay.
Quickies.
By the time y'all answer the phone, where's the toilet paper?
Quickies.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
Quickies.
On the high end, you say beautiful brown swirl. On the low end, you say doo-doo brown one time.
Quickies.
Oh, if you ain't got no ride, I'll drive.
Quickies.
Is it true that Gary's two favorite R&B group are the Fatback Band and Loose Ends?
Quickies.
Hi, I'm a black man, and I shop at the Red House, where black people and white people buy furniture.
All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Pull back, but she ain't got quite enough of that ponytail.
Yeah.
She got it pulled back, though. She do got a little baby hair. She got a little bit of baby hair pulled down. That little ponytail, it's a little small, but she's still cute.
And her forehead big, but it's cute.
She got a big forehead, and she might have that little gold cap around one of her teeth, but it's just the outline of the gold.
Yeah.
It ain't the
open
whole
face.
gold. It's an open face, yeah.
Right.
But her teeth real straight, so she's still cute though. And she got a little ear. She got a little nose ring.
And what kind of car she drive?
She drive a Sentra, a Nissan Sentra.
What year?
03.
Where she
Maybe
work?
06. She work at the dental office. She not a hygienist though. She just worked at the front desk.
How many kids she got?
She got 2, but one of them by another dude. But her first baby daddy, he's no longer with us because he got killed in the drug deal, and she got his name tatted on her back.
Oh,
you gonna see it every time.
That on the lower back.
Yeah, he was a good dude though. I mean, he was in the game, but he had a good heart. And her next baby daddy, he just adopted her other child as his own.
Right.
But they not together either.
Right.
Wait a minute, she by herself.
You a single mother?
Yeah, she a single mom.
Is she bow-legged or one of her legs bar straight?
Well, she a little thick, so her thighs scrub a little bit. Her thighs scrub a little bit.
Where she
She's
live?
not fat, she just thick, huh?
You got an apartment or a townhouse?
No, she got an apartment.
Oh. Brad got
Damn, what happened?
Brad dog.
They be
Brad
wanting to
dog.
talk. They be wanting to talk.
Sound like they just ran in the room.
Yeah, they just wanted to make. They heard you, Kay. They wanted to make sure we ain't still had no beef.
They just ran in the room.
Trying to unplug that microphone quick.
I did. They heard special voice.
I mean, she told a little bit. Hey, Kay, so how you feel about her?
I mean,
how did y'all meet? Where did y'all meet?
Oh man, we met. We was at Walmart in the self checkout, and I seen her at that first register. And
which one? 12 items or less?
Yeah, you seen her at that first register. You walk by, you talking about, did you find everything you were looking for? She talking about, you so crazy, you don't even work here.
I'm using that one today. Wait a minute, you said
that
what
always
now?
work.
Yeah.
You walk past, you walk up behind her while she ringing up that last item. You say, so did you find everything you was looking for? And she gonna look back and see you got that vest on. She see you ain't got no vest on. She gonna be like, you don't even work here. You so crazy. Be like, I couldn't help it. I just had to ask, because if you didn't find it, I was going to help you.
It's easier to pull that off at Target. Just wear a red polo shirt.
Right. Yeah. Did you walk into the car?
Yeah, well, you walked her to the door. You didn't walk all the way to the car. That's kind of creepy. You just walk her to the door.
Right.
Right past the drink machine in that red box. Even though
so you got her to follow you on Instagram, or you got the number?
You got the number, man. Come on now. Old school. You get that number.
Okay, did you go over there?
You get that number.
How long it took you to go over there?
We went over there that same night. She a single mom. She's struggling.
Right.
She seen you were driving a decent car.
Right.
So she let you come on over there. She let you come
on. And what's her name? Is her name Adrian? Something like that.
Like Shay.
Yeah.
Shay.
Right.
Nika. Something like that. Tan. Nika. Yeah.
And y'all not together no more?
No, it didn't work out.
Why?
I mean, you smashed a couple of times, but then you find out it just wasn't gonna work. Man. I think it was that open face goal. You ain't really want to take on. You know, you really couldn't get past that. It just kept bothering you. You couldn't get past that.
All right, man. Look, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, y'all please welcome award-winning celebrity chef and TV host Chef Jernard Wells to the show. Good morning, Chef. Hey. Yes, sir, Chef Jernard, man. Hey, congratulations on your 3rd season of New Soul Kitchen on Clio TV, man. So excited for you.
Thank you. You know, man, we trying to keep it going. I got to keep up with the Rickey Smiley crew. Y'all always showing down. I had to tell the network, man, y'all got to keep something going. Y'all see Rickey and them over there cutting up. I got to hang with y'all.
Hey, we was happy to have you on the show, and we see that you done changed some things around this season. What can we expect?
You know, one of the cool things you can expect, of course, you can always expect those same great recipes that I'm hooking up for you, doing it in a fraction of the time. As I always say with New Soul Kitchen, I take those traditional dishes that we love growing up, that we love to this day, but modifying them for today's healthier lifestyle, but still keeping that same great flavor and great taste while having fun at the same time. You got to love it.
Okay.
Yes. Now for the beginners.
It's about when you...
Go ahead, Ava.
No, go ahead.
In the kitchen, what would you say people's number one mistake is that they forget to do when they're cooking?
The number one mistake that most people forget to do when they're cooking, as I always say, is get your mise en place together. What mise en place is French for get all your ingredients in order before you start cooking. You know, we're what you call pantry and refrigerator cooks. We know what we want, but we won't take everything out and put it out in front of us. We're going to fire up the stove or the oven and then start running back and forth to the pantry, to the fridge, in the cabinets, doing all this stuff. I know you do it, Rickey, and you too, Brad.
Yo, Chef Jernard, though, you make some of the best hot sauce. I'm going to need some more of that. But anyway, the holidays are around the corner. What is your signature dish for Thanksgiving?
You know, one of my signature dishes is actually two things. I always fall back on my smoked Gouda seafood mac and cheese. Ooh. Gotta love it. Yes,
I swear it's good.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, get the fighting around the dinner table, somebody mess around and take that last slab out the pan. Look, that mac and cheese. And then I always say, you know, everybody want to go the turkey route, but I think duck is really good. If you get you a nice, good duck, you just roast it low and slow in the oven or on the big green egg, whatever you want to do. But rub that thing down with a little maple and just let that skin crisp up on it. Man, I'm telling you, that's good.
Hey, Jernard,
folks live.
I don't think I had duck in over 20-some years. What does duck taste like, and what is the best way to cook duck? That is a good idea for Thanksgiving. You can cook a turkey and a duck.
Look, as I always say for our people, what duck tastes like, it tastes like chicken. You know, they say everything tastes like chicken. But,
right.
but no, duck is really good. Duck, you can still taste a little bit of the gaminess in it, where you can taste the difference from chicken, turkey, or duck. But duck has a more of a refreshing bite to it. The meat is a lot juicier. Just imagine if you're a dark meat eating person, meaning like if you like the thighs and the legs, you know, that's what you can envision when eating duck, and the skin gets really crispy if you like a nice good texture. You know, we love that crunch.
Man, we so excited for you, and you just dropped your new cookbook, Southern Modified. Tell us about that, and then, of course, we're going to see you next week on the Tom Joyner Foundation Fantastic Voyage cruise. And you know, also remind people how they can follow you on social media.
Yeah, new book, Southern Modified, man. What I do is I take those traditional recipes, the same motto, modify them for today's healthy lifestyle. You know, I've been on this lifestyle journey, working on losing that weight so I can stay in shape and feel good at the same time. But I got recipes in there from gumbo all the way down to crawfish etouffee, New Orleans style barbecue shrimp. I got a baked fried chicken that's off the chain. Then from there, like I said, man, party with a purpose, Tom Joyner. This year, me and my homeboy, Chef Jerome Brown, we're going to be doing a holiday thing. You know, normally we sell around April, but this year, November, we taking over the seas That's what it's about. I'm going to give the people a good Thanksgiving and a Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all of that in one meal on the ship. Going to have them sleeping the whole 8 days because we're going to feed them so good. So we're going to hook it up and party with my man Tom and the rest of the crew. I think we hit like St. Martin, St. Kitts, Puerto Rico, the whole 9 yards, cruising out of Miami. And then, hey, always they can keep up with me on Instagram at Chef Jernard. Shoot, see what's going on. Of course, we're going to be chronologizing the cruise, kicking off the holidays. I'm going to be hooking up some meals and some quick recipes they can watch.
There it is, man. Don't miss New Soul Kitchen Wednesday nights at 9:30 Eastern on Clio TV. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give it up for the one and only Chef Jernard Wells.
Chef Jernard.
Hey. Brought to you by My Computer Career. That's right. If you don't absolutely love what you do, go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. So for the first time in over a decade, Virginia voters elected a Republican for governor. With over 51.1% of the vote, Glenn Youngkin defeated former Democratic Governor Terry McAuliffe. In another blow for Democrats, the governor's race in New Jersey, which is normally a blue state, is too close to call. Expect for Republicans nationwide to utilize Youngkin's strategy of playing to white suburban fears in order to mobilize conservative Trump supporters. Now, in other election news, let's run it down. Voters in Minneapolis rejected a plan to make changes to policing in the city following the killing of George Floyd. Now, in New York, they elected their second black mayor, former police officer and Democrat Eric Adams. In Boston, they elected its first Asian American mayor, Miss Michelle Wu. And 34-year-old Justin Bibb became the second youngest mayor in the city of Cleveland. Meanwhile, yesterday, the CDC approved Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for children ages 5 through 11, and Facebook announced that it will reduce its use of facial recognition software to identify people in pictures on their site. Last but certainly not least, and in a great update, Reverend Jesse Jackson has been released from the hospital after a fall on Monday at Howard University. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, just log on to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Shout out to the Atlanta Braves and congratulations. They are the new World Series champions, man. They defeated Houston Astros last night. Goose-egged them 7-0 to win their first World Series since 1995. Jorge Soler named the series MVP. He knocked 3 home runs over the series, so big up to the Braves, man. The Tomahawks are out. And the first college football playoff rankings has been released. Rick Dog. Georgia, of course, is number 1. Alabama's back up to number 2. Michigan State is number 3, and Oregon is number 4. So if college football playoffs started today, those will be the 4 teams in the playoffs. Ohio State is creeping on the outside at number 5, and Cincinnati is holding on by a thread at number 6. And can we please shout out to Jackson State real fast? They ranked number 17 in S coaches poll. All right? And that's a pretty big deal in Division 1-2A.
Absolutely.
In Division 1-2A, that's a big deal. So big up to Deion Primetime Sanders and everybody.
Have you talked to Deion?
I haven't talked to him, man. He's been so busy. We texted each other a couple times, man. I just congratulated him on the success, but we got to catch up soon.
Yeah, we got to catch up. I know he's been in and out of the hospital. You know?
He's doing well too. He's doing well. He's doing well. The Philadelphia 76ers, they still frustrated, growing more frustrated with Ben Simmons. He refused to mate with the 76ers doctors to discuss his mental readiness. So Ben said, listen, he's already worked with some mental health professionals this past summer, but he hadn't provided any of that detailed information to the 76ers. 76ers like, okay, cool. If you've already had that done, then share the information with us so we can make sure that you're ready to get on the court. So the saga continues. It is what it is, man. That's what I got for sports right about now. Brad got the hot spot. What up?
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
so high and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, bottom of the hour. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brad?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Cardi B will be in the stage at the 2021 American Music Awards later this month. The news was announced yesterday that she said in a statement, "When I received the invite to host the AMAs, I was so excited. I'm ready to bring my personality to the AMA stage. Thank you, Jesse Collins, ABC, and MRC for making this happen." The AMAs airs live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles on Sunday, November 21st at 8 p.m. on ABC. Now, new experiences coming for fans of Tupac Shakur. Yesterday, the Shakur estate announced Tupac Shakur Wake Me When I'm Free exhibit, a thought-provoking experience that will explore the career and life of the late rapper. Now, on the new exhibit, Aaron Sachs, president of Kinfolk Management and Media, said there are thousands of handwritten pieces of paper, which is everything from his lyrics to all of his songs and poetry that you know, down to a grocery list for a birthday party. He added, the whole point of this exhibit was not to only show the kaleidoscopic nature of Tupac, but also show how relatable he is. And in addition to Tupac Shakur, one gallery will also showcase his mother, Afeni Shakur. The Tupac Shakur Wake Me When I'm Free is scheduled to open January 21st in downtown Los Angeles, and tickets will go on sale at wakemewhenimfree.com beginning at November 12th. That should be really nice to see. I cannot wait to see that.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Fans had a lot to say when Tyler Perry revealed he didn't have a writer's room last year, but now he's ready to give up some of that control. He said in a recent interview, "I'm the volume guy for about 3 or 4 more years. My plan is to relinquish, to have a lot more directors and writers to take over a lot of these shows that I've started." He explained, "For the past 6 weeks, I was in the mountains. I wrote 72 episodes of television, just me in a room by myself, sitting out there looking at the moose and the mountains." Did y'all see that moose on social media in his backyard?
Yes.
When he posted
my
it? Yo, it didn't even look real. I was like, right. He got Jurassic Park in his backyard. He said, "I treat it like right." He said, "I treat it like a job. Every morning after work," he said, "every morning I work out. I started writing at 7 and I don't finish till about 7 in the evening. But I realized there's so much more I could be doing if I were to hand some of this other stuff off rather than doing it all myself." So with plenty on his plate, he also shared an update on the highly anticipated Sister Act 3 film, which he will produce. The franchise and star Whoopi Goldberg, and I cannot wait. He said, "The script is being written and I am not directing, and Whoopi's really excited. I think that this is just what the country needs. We need that feel-good moment in the movies where you go, oh my God, I left there singing." He said, "That is my hope." Man, that's dope, man. He producing Sister Act 3. It's gonna be good. Yep. And he probably gonna have some singers in there, because you know in his plays, them singers be killing it. All right, y'all, we gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got the praise mix down. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.